What's up YouTube, Brandon here. Today we're going to be doing a introductory review of my wife's 2025 BMW X5 Xdrive40i. This is nearly fully loaded. We've had it a couple months and we've put a little over 3,000 miles on it, so this is not a long-term review, but we've loved it so far. It's in the lovely Tanzanite blue metallic 2 paint scheme. So I'm not going to go through the specs or too much like that because there's plenty of videos on YouTube about that. I'm just going to talk about what we really like about it, if we had any issues, anything like that. So before we even get started, I think it would be helpful to go through the specs and all the options on this. So I'm going to show you my build. I did the build online and then we custom ordered it. So this is the exact build we got. So it's the base Xdrive40i. We got the sport design. We got Tanzanite blue metallic. We got the standard wheels. For the interior, we got the coffee sensifin and the anthracite poplar wood finish. And then we got a ton of options. We got the climate comfort package, driving assistance professional package, parking assistance package, premium package, 2-axle air suspension, the Alcantara headliner, front massaging seats for driver and passenger, the rear manual side window shades, trailer hitch, and the space saver spare. So the MSRP for that was $82,825. And we got $8,000 off the MSRP when we ordered this. And so our net price was $80,064, which was a pretty good deal. We were considering the MDX, the Acura MDX as well, and this was actually cheaper out the door than the Acura MDX Type S was, which is crazy considering we got this almost fully loaded and custom ordered. So we were pretty happy with the deal. This was before the tariffs and stuff. I believe we ordered this in March. So we got a really good interest rate as well. I think at the time they were doing a promo as low as 1.99%, which I don't think they're doing anymore, but strike when the iron's hot because you can get really good deals. So yeah, $8,000 off MSRP. I'd seen some people get a little bit better than that, but we were happy with it. All right, so number one thing we like about this car is the drivetrain. Drivetrain is just fantastic. One of the reasons we went with this one over the competition is the combination of the B58 engine and the ZF transmission. I don't think there's a better combination that exists. The B58, especially the 2025 version, has been updated. It now has both direct and port injection. Previously it was only direct injected, so you could have carbon buildup potentially, but now it's port injected as well, which is similar technology what Toyota uses. So the chance of carbon buildup in the engine is much lower. So yeah, drivetrain, number one reason to get this. Number two reason to get this is it just rides so good. Whether you're driving it sporty or driving it in comfort mode, it's just fantastic. We drive it in comfort mode most of the time, but if you do want to hustle it around corners, you can put it in sport mode, and it's going to be great to drive. Another reason we liked it is it had a little bit more trunk space than the Honda, and it had the ability to carry more on the roof and tow more. I think it could tow over 7,000 pounds. We threw some Thule roof rails on there so we could have a rooftop tent or a roof box, whatever. Really good. I would highly recommend, if you get these vehicles, to get the package that gives you the auto driving function on the freeway. We've taken this on some pretty long road trips, like 1,000-mile plus road trips, and having the auto driving function, it'll change lanes for you automatically up to 85 miles an hour, and the smart cruise control, like assisted driving cruise control, goes up even higher than that. So really, really good. Massaging seats. They're not the best massaging seats, but they certainly help on long road trips. Another reason we liked this one was because of the split tailgate design. I haven't prepared for this at all, but probably a bunch of crap in there. Yep, a bunch of crap. But yeah, being able to lower the tailgate and then kind of sit on it post up is really nice, and having the tailgate to hold things in to keep them from sliding out, really nice as well. When the back seats fold down, you have a ton of space. There's a spare tire under there. Overall, just a really practical car if you have a smaller family and you want a car that has a dual personality that can hustle and also kind of behave like a minivan if you want it to. We got the tow package, so we can tow things. I don't see a reason why you wouldn't. We got the air suspension. That was a combination of, I wanted the comfort of the air suspension and we wanted to be able to do mild off-roading if necessary. I live in Texas, so sometimes if you're on the freeway and they're doing construction or whatever, you want to take off over the grass, over the ditch or whatever, and get to the frontage road. So we wanted to be able to do that, and we couldn't do it in Honda. That's pretty much it as far as the outside. I just love this blue metallic. I'm so glad we got it. So let's go inside and we'll talk a little bit about that. So really nice interior, really solid, nothing's creaking, nothing rattles, everything feels really well put together. Let's see, there we go. Back seat, filthy. We have a 5-year-old and he posts up back here and just, eats crackers and makes a giant mess. So good family car. I'm 6'5", which is why this is so far back. But once we convert him from the center harness to an actual booster seat function, we're going to put him on the right side and then it won't be any issue. So yeah, really great. Let's close that. I'll get in the front. So yeah, we went with a Sensafin largely because we sat in both the Sensafin and the Marina leather, whatever it's called, and to be honest, they felt pretty similar. And having a kid and not having to worry about, just taking care of the leather was awesome. This stuff's held up really well so far. Yeah, anything that's spilled on it's just wiped off. We did get, for the floors, we got some floor mats. I think these are Tux mats. Let me turn this off. Yeah, so we did get the anthracite headliner. I don't know why I ordered this because it was an extra $600, but now that I have it, I do like it. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing to complain about in here. It's just a nice place to be. I do like having this center wheel. I like having the ability to use the center wheel or to use the touch screen. I think after 2026, allegedly, they're going to be removing this. So if you like this style, I think the 2025, 2026 are the ones to get. Yeah, just everything's really put together nice. I don't really have any complaints. Sorry, I mean, there's not really much to say. It's a great car. It's very quiet. The sound system's good. Like I said, the self-driving's really good. It's very comfortable. The massage isn't the best, but it's it's adequate, and everything else the car brings, it's really nice. So yeah, there's the poplar wood. The only complaint I had when I got the car was, and it's my bad, I made a mistake. I inspected the car when I picked it up, and I remember I inspected the front, and I was like, okay, let me inspect the front. I looked everything down, everything was good, no problems. And then I remember I moved to this back seat, I opened the door, and I was looking at the leather, or the Sensafin, and then the guy that was delivering the car to me, he's like, hey, do you want to get your phone paired up? And I was like, yeah, let's get our phone paired up. And I completely neglected to fully inspect this door. I did pick up this because we have the sunshades, which I wanted, but I didn't look at the full door. And then when I got home, the moment I got home, I found this. So there's a little scratch on the molding. That was the only issue I found once I got home, and I was pissed, but my bad. I should have, I remember I even looked at this, and for whatever reason, I didn't pick this up, and he was talking to me about syncing my phone. So it is what it is. I'm going to just get a little bit of blacklight shoe polish or something and just rub it on there, and not a big deal, but I should have caught it at the dealer. So beware when you're picking these up or picking any car up, be sure to do a full inspection. Don't get distracted like I did. So yeah, let's see, is there anything else up here? No, that's pretty much it. Highly recommend this car. It's been great. We're gonna be taking on a 2,000-mile road trip in the next month or so. Just a great look. We looked at the X7 as well. In fact, we wanted the X7 because we wanted a third row, and we were gonna get the Xdrive40i and the X7 variant, but the front headlights on the X7 just look terrible. They have like that split design. This one still has kind of the classic BMW X5 look. It's just fantastic. I hope they don't change it. So BMW, you lost out on us buying an X7. One of the main reasons because it just looked like crap. This car's drivetrain is incredible. Like I said, it has the V58 engine, ZF transmission. This thing gets like 25 miles to the gallon on a road trip, going consistently 100 miles an hour plus, allegedly 100 miles an hour plus. That's actually like better than the Honda gets going those speeds. So I don't know how they do it. It's incredible. Yeah, highly recommend the X5. It's I think it's fairly priced for what you get. Air suspension is awesome. Yeah, I'll update this review when we have 40, 50,000 miles on it, and see if my opinion's changed. The only thing we added to it, like I said, we added the Tux mats, and we also added a radar detector with a blend mount and a mirror tap. But other than that, this thing's bone stock, and the roof bars. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. This isn't very exciting, but it's a great car.